Speciale, that's a 911R, that's a TechArt, that's a GT. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Manish Chain. We are here in Boopesh Reddy's garage, and what I'm calling one of the best garages I've seen in India. As you can see, we got a ton of amazing cars here. Right there is a 488 Pista, you got a 458 Speciale, that's a 911R, that's a TechArt, that's a GT4. There's a bunch of cars, as you can see, amazing collection, and they got a couple more 911s back there. That's the GT2 RS and the GT3 RS. Total of 5 Porsches in the garage, 4 911s. Amazing collection. I'm honestly just stunned and speechless because this is unbelievable. Hey guys, welcome back. It's Mr. Jain. It's been quite some time since I've done my last video. I think it's been about 5 months, but today is gonna be awesome. So as you saw in that intro clip, it's about 45 seconds long, I got to visit Boopesh Reddy down in Bangalore. I was a part of the Performalux event. If you're not familiar, Performalux is a group put on by SRT 610 based out of Bombay, and he was kind enough to invite me to the event that they had in Bangalore. And part of the event was to go to Boopesh Reddy. You might know him on Instagram as Bren Garage or Bren Garage, and we got to see his garage for the first time that I've seen, and it's amazing garage. So it's something I've always wanted to see, got a chance to see it, and as you saw, there are a ton of cars. Well, technically there were 12 cars in the garage, and there was a 13 that was outside. So I thought the best way to do it was just kind of take a look at all the 13 cars that I got to see that night. So I was kind of debating the best way to show all the different cars that he's got. So I thought I'd do it based on torque or Newton meters. Probably not the best, but I just had to figure out a way of doing it. I didn't want to do it alphabetical, so I thought I'd mix it up. So let's go to the very first one that was in the garage that you saw, and that was a Fiat 600. I didn't even know they had a Fiat 600. It's a yellow one. You can see here it's in the lift, and pretty interesting. So that's number one. That's the first car in the list. Like I said, there's a total of 13 cars we're going to go through. Coming in at number 2 is a Porsche Cayman GT4 with 425 Newton meters. This one you can see here is on the right side. It's in yellow. I believe this is a wrap. I don't know for sure if it's the actual factory paint that came, but anyways, looks quite nice, pretty stunning. And this is at number 2. So coming in number 3 is my favorite car of the entire garage. Imagine we're doing 13 cars, and this is at number 3 as far as torque is concerned, and it's the 911R Special Edition. This is the 991.1 generation, and only 991 of these are available in the entire world, and only one was allocated for India, and of course Boopesh got it. And it is awesome. It is naturally aspirated, and more importantly, it is a 6-speed manual. And I don't even drive manuals, but I love this car. So as you can see, it's got some great pictures of it. You know, on the back, it's got the 911R badging. And there you got a picture of me and Santosh, also known as Limitless_SJP. We were both invited for the Performalux event, and we both agreed that this was one of the better cars. It was definitely my favorite car. I think it's his, but I can't remember now, but we'll have to check in with him and find out. And that's number 3. At number 4 is another Porsche. This is a GT3 RS. You can see here in a silver spec, and pretty menacing. I think this has got 470 Newton meters of torque, and that puts it in at number 4 on the list. At number 5 is the first Ferrari. It's the Ferrari 458 Speciale. And this has got 540 Newton meters of torque. Now the thing with Boopesh's cars is that's what the factory says these cars are as specs, but knowing Boopesh, he's done a lot of stuff to the cars, so these numbers may be off, and in fact my entire listing could be wrong, but it was something I had to go by, and I know he does a lot of tweaking with a lot of his cars, so these are the factory numbers, and based on what he does, it's a very different story. But this is number 5, the Ferrari 458 Speciale. We've got a picture here of number 6, and that's on the right hand side. That is, well, he calls it the Huracan, but it's a Huracan, Vorsteiner Lamborghini Huracan, and that's got about 560 Newton meters of torque. The funny thing is that was in the garage when I was there, but I just didn't take a picture of it. I don't know, I got so overwhelmed by all the 911s that I actually forgot to take a picture of this car. So I had to go to his Facebook page, find it, and take it. So yes, I've basically stolen an image from his Facebook page. At number 7, we've got an Aston Martin DBS. So this is a V12, and it's 9 years old. If you would look at it, you would think it's almost brand new, but it's 9 years old. It's, I think, one of the oldest cars in his garage from when I got to see it out. So I think, like I said, 9 years old. It's a V12 and still looks brand new. At number 8 is a Mercedes-Benz AMG TR, the green beast, the Hulk, whatever you want to call it. But this has got that super bright green package, 700 Newton meters of torque. And it does look quite amazing in person when you see it. It's a beast. It's got the typical Panamericana grille and just beautiful looking. And that's number 8. At number 9 is, now we're starting getting into some of the special edition cars and some of the ones that were delivered to Boopesh before anybody else. So this is a Lamborghini Aventador SVJ with 720 Newton meters of torque, only 900 built, and he was in fact the very first SVJ owner in India. It's got a very cool paint tone, and it's got white wheels, looks really nice. And as you can see here, it's on the rack lift in his garage. Like I said, this is one of the best garages I've ever seen, not just because of what the cars, what cars are in the garage, but the actual physical structure itself is just amazing. He's done a great job, and you can really tell that he loves cars more than anything else, maybe outside of his wife. But anyways, definitely for cars, this guy loves them. Coming in at number 10 is another Porsche. It's a GT2 RS. This has got the Weissach or Weissach package. The reason why it's called Weissach is because I think that's the research center for Porsche in Germany, where a lot of these cars come out of, and so it's got the special edition package. And again, Boopesh was the very first GT2 RS owner in India, and you can see here this is a red color and looks quite nice. And in person, when it's next to the GT3 RS, it also looks really nice, both of these cars. You can see from this one, the image that I've got up here, it's also got in the background, you can see the painting of the GT2 RS and also the 911R. Coming in at number 11 is a Ferrari Pista at 770 Newton meters of torque. Looks really nice. It's got a yellow stripe. This is the second Ferrari that he's got. As I mentioned, the first one was a 458 Speciale, and then this is the Pista. So both of them are special edition Ferraris that he's got. And he was the first person to get a Pista in India. So he was the first SVJ owner, the first GT2 RS owner, and the first Pista owner. So, he's got the whole trio of Lamborghini, Ferrari, and Porsche special edition, and the first owner for many of those cars. The 12th car on the list is a Mercedes AMG G63. As you would expect, you would need that torque for an off-road vehicle, but of course this one was super clean, and I'm pretty sure it's never seen a dirt road in its life. This was parked outside as we entered in the house. Again, another one of an amazing vehicle, and this is, like I said, number 12 on the list. This has 850 Newton meters of torque. All right, last but not least, you've seen the pictures, so you probably know what's coming in at number 13, and the car that has the most torque in his garage, and that is the Porsche TechArt GT Street R. So this is obviously done by an aftermarket tuner, and is the very first one that was built outside of Germany. All these cars typically, they're 911 Turbo S's that they take and they turn it into a TechArt. But he actually, obviously I'm sure based on the fact that he's got a lot of 911s, they probably said, okay, let's do this. So this car was actually built in Bangalore with Race Tech, but it's based on, the TechArt technology and all the different add-on pieces. And it's got 920 brake horsepower, 920 Newton meters of torque. And like I said, it's the first one built outside of India, only 30 of them in the world, and this one was chassis number 7, which ironically is also his lucky number. So that is the 13 cars that I got to see in his garage, and let me tell you, if you get a chance to visit it, you got to do it, because it's one of those things that if you're a car guy, it is like heaven. Anyways, I'd like to thank Boopesh again for inviting me and the entire Performalux team and all the participants to his house. Super gracious host. And like I said, his love for cars is unparalleled that I've seen in India so far. So just as a quick recap, there were 13 cars. If you're keeping track, there were 5 Italian cars, 7 German, and of course 1 English, which was the Aston Martins, for a total of 13 cars. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this quick tour of the garage, and I hope to have more content more soon, on a more timely basis like every month, but let's see. At least enjoy this one, hope you like it, and hope to see you guys soon. Take care.